The Livid Dagger is one of the most well-known weapons in Hypixel Skyblock. Renowned for its high DPS for a relatively low price, it's a staple in most early to mid-game builds. But what if I told you there was a weapon that did the same amount of damage for a fraction of the price? Introducing the Hypercleaver. As you can see, with full Shadow Assassin armor, each weapon is dealing about 75,000 damage. Of course, neither weapon is maxed, but I made sure that they had the same reforge and enchants for this test. Inside of dungeons, each weapon does about 2.5 million damage, once again rooting their similarity. The Hypercleaver had the ability to clear rooms and defeat many bosses and blood mobs in a floor 6 run with ease, and it's arguably better for clearing with the increased cleave range. When you consider that the Hypercleaver is only 800k, it would be a much better option for both inside and outside of dungeons, especially if you're on a budget. Of course, single hit damage isn't everything, so let's see how long it takes to defeat a tier 4 rev with both weapons. For these tests, I will be using Shadow Assassin armor and a baby Yeti pet. From our observations on tier 4 revs, the Livid Dagger kills the boss about a second faster than the Hypercleaver, but considering the major difference in price, this is almost negligible. If you enjoy these types of videos, please subscribe to show your support and leave a comment letting us know which weapon you use in Skyblock. With that out of the way, let's get back into the video. Of course, the Hypercleaver isn't a perfect weapon, so let's dive into the cons of choosing the Hypercleaver over the Livid Dagger. 1. It has a lower attack speed. If attack speed is everything to you, then you may not want to pick the Hypercleaver. However, this attack speed difference is really not noticeable, and is only noticeable on enemies that have an incredibly high health, so I don't think this is a major issue. 2. You have to repair it. For every kill you get outside of dungeons, the weapon loses 1 durability. To counteract this, speak to Malik in the dungeon hub and choose repair dungeon items, and repair the weapon to full durability for an incredibly low price. From near identical DPS, both in and out of dungeons, to a similar time to kill the bosses, the Hypercleaver is a perfect alternative to the Livid Dagger, especially considering the low price tag. It is for these reasons why we suggest you pick up the Hypercleaver today.